Hello everyone, it's Mikael.
Thank you for tuning in. My name is Brendan.
This is Pod Spanish, where we talk about salsa dancing,
And luchadors.
lifting weights,
And being super ridiculously good looking.
sweat pants,
Super sweatpants.
in wrestling, and oiling up our bodies for wrestling.
Being a luchador and wearing the greatest masks around.
El lucha libre.
Being super sensual with the women.
So gracias to you,
Adios, amigos.
e flama blanca. So you're not here, I'm only here.
That's the whole gimmick.
Okay, is this like Inception?
Well-
This is like Inception, I'm gonna leave.
It's
I don't
a-
like that movie. I like that movie.
I don't like that. I've never seen Inception.
You've never seen Inception?
Never seen Inception.
Funny story, my buddy went to go see Inception, and he had sat through all of fucking Insidious, thinking, where's Leonardo DiCaprio? And at the end of the movie, he was confused.
Were they out at the same time?
I'm guessing so, they adapted. I can see where you get them mixed up, but like seriously, once you see the poster, I think you're...
That's probably what happened. He probably like read the name Insidious and was like, "Oh yeah, that's the movie." And
Yeah,
just went
got
to go
to
see
yeah.
that. Leaves like nothing in that movie was about dreams.
Yeah. No, there actually was.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
the
Insidious
kid-
either.
How have you not seen that movie? That movie's like one of the best horror movies of the last like 15 years.
Really, because a lot of the past horror films were pretty crappy.
James Wan is like...
Who's James Wan?
Have you seen Fast and Furious 7?
No.
Good.
Do yourself a favor. Don't watch that movie.
Fucking like, The Rock literally has like a cast on and he just busts right through it and he's okay.
A
He's
full
like,
body cast.
I don't know if it's full. I think it's just an arm cast, but he's like, gosh!
And he
it's like,
flexes out of his
he
cast.
flexes out of his
That
cast.
is awesome.
That is Rock.
That is so Vin Diesel.
Wasn't even. The funny part is Vin Diesel's fighting some guy. I don't remember who. Oh, it's Jason Statham. And they're fighting at this like parking garage, and it's like falling apart. He's like, you know the one thing about a street fight? Street always wins. And it like breaks apart, and it's just like the worst one-liner ever. I honestly just slapped my head off.
Ooh, you got told.
Yeah. Oh shit! And they're fighting with like wrenches, and it's like the vibration alone would be like Jesus fucking Christ.
Have you ever like hit anything with anything and then just felt the vibration in your hands?
Oh,
and
like if
you
you're
drop
like,
it.
if you're like fucking playing baseball,
Yeah.
and you got like little pussy hands, and like you hit it wrong, and it hits too close, it's like and you like drop the bat.
I've hit things with the baseball bat and hurt my hands because it's so painful.
Oh yeah, it's just like It's like goddamn athletes, they're so tough.
No, they're not that tough. I knew an athlete who vomited pushing a car.
Good times.
Good times. So we were talking about Insidious, and then we went
Way
off.
off
How
track.
does Insidious have dreams in it?
Okay, so what happens is the kid ends up astral projecting himself, which means his soul leaves his body. So it's kind of like a dream where he ends up they call it the Further, which is like this land that only dead survives. It's not a place for living beings. So what happens is the further his soul's away from his body, more like spirits can come and like basically take over, like possess him. So what happens is his dad enters the Further. Oh, spoiler alert! His dad enters the Further.
We'll
to
bleep
go,
that out in post.
yeah. The movie's been out for years. Get over it. So his dad enters the Further to go retrieve his son's soul. And so there's obviously like all these dead things and stuff like that. And the second one's really funny because there's like this fucking guy with no shirt on. And he's just like, he has your baby. He has your baby. He has your baby. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Getting a lot of mixed messages.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it could be perceived to be Inception.
Yeah.
Under the right circumstances.
He's in a dream, in a soul.
With a guy without a shirt on.
Yeah.
Inception.
In a half man, half demon body who has red on his face. Looks like
Okay.
Darth Maul.
A Manator. Half man, half man.
He's so gracious.
Have you never seen a Manator?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god. Manitors are probably the funniest thing ever. They're
Manator.
literally, like I said, half man, half man. Manator.
Man on man. Nator.
They look, to use the word beautiful, is doing it. Instead of images, a tour. Lol.
It gives you tours of other men. This is our mana tour.
I probably spelled it wrong.
Sounds like a manatee, but more handsome.
Half man, half man.
Wow, I got some really fucked up pictures on here.
Oh, look at all these gross pictures of men on men. Oh, yeah. Nothing is coming up. All right, well, I'll show it to you later.
Something's coming, all right.
So you better get this party started, Gwen. If that's who says
Ain't no party like an Iqbal party because an Iqbal party don't stop. Okay, so let's get on the track of talking about Suicide Squad.
After 5 minutes of talking about nothing.
We'll start talking about Suicide Squad. Spoiler free, I won't say anything. Brendan has not watched
I
it.
have not seen this movie.
B-Rad Jeezer has not seen this movie yet. So, it was garbage. It was exactly what everybody said. No, it was actually really awesome. The thing I really enjoyed about the movie was character development throughout the movie. Everyone kind of pulled it together there. They were just like all giving each other group hugs and like smiley face stickers. No, it's actually like the Kelsey, when she finished watching, Kelsey's my girlfriend. When she finished watching the movie, she thought like Margot Robbie was her favorite character, which is like pretty big because Kelsey doesn't really like Harley Quinn.
Okay.
So it's like to be like, I was like hoping she'd go out and like start buying like comic books and shit like that of like Harley Quinn and like really get into it, but no. I'm still trying to get her to read Death of Superman. She's like, I'll read it one day. She really wanted to read it after the movie, but way off track. So it's like basically the story is put a team of psychopathic killers together so that if they need a team to fight against Superman, they have something, and if it goes wrong, they can wash their hands of it completely and be like, oh, it was a bunch of villains, we had nothing to do with it.
That's dirty.
Oh, it really is. And like the only thing they get is like time off their sentence or something like that. But the main question is, when they're out in the field, won't they just fucking kill everyone and leave? But they have bombs implanted in their brains so that they can't leave and they can like basically press a button and blow their head up. I'm not saying anything.
Where are they held? Like where?
They're held in Belle Reve, which is like a correctional facility for the mentally unstable. It's like a super maximum prison.
So they're not in like any.
Like, well, they get released from there and they end up in like I'm pretty sure it's Gotham. They end up in Gotham and it's I can't actually remember if it's Gotham. I'm just guessing on this one.
Is it going to tie in with Batman vs Superman? Do you think?
Batman was in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And they do actually do a thing where they're talking about Superman. It shows a guy holding out a T-shirt that says it's like the Superman logo,
yeah.
And on the back it says "Remember." Have you seen the Batman vs Superman? Okay, well then never mind. It'll make sense when you do watch it.
Oh, I get it now.
But Superman or Batman has scenes in the movie. He has 2 scenes in the movie, and also the Flash actually makes his first appearance in the movie. And Batman vs Superman, he's only on really like they see like a camcorder video of him type of thing. So this one you actually get to see him like move and talk and stuff like that. But
so they're really trying to develop these. Like,
they're really trying to develop a world which is getting completely fucking shit on. Which is like, I don't know if it's like a thing that DC kind of owns Marvel, so it's like maybe let's give them fucking bad press all the time, fuck them, or that they just absolutely hate good movies. But it's like it's completely adult. Like there's 2 sides here. There's people that love the movie. There's people that hate the movie. It's like 50-50. And I've talked to people that didn't like it, and I've talked to people that really liked it. And I just I don't get where people like don't enjoy it, because as a comic book fan, I'm just excited to see anything be produced.
And plus, this is a world that you're developing that you want to get larger. You want to have a larger fan base. You know,
movies aren't going to get better if you cut the whole thing off.
Exactly. You want to have that's
more movies come out.
That's
what
happened with the old superhero movies.
That's exactly what happened. They went to a point where they stopped really making them. Like, look at Fantastic Four. Like, when they did the sequel, they just fucking shit canned the whole thing. And it's like, the sequel wasn't even that bad. The sequel was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't hate it, but
there's good movies. There's bad movies.
Yeah,
there's movies that you accept as. They're not really pieces of art per se. They're more of like, testing the waters.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying something new. If you shit on something that's brand new, then you're gonna. I don't know.
You're just gonna fuck up, like, because they have a whole whole lineup of what they have everything planned out to 2020.
Yeah,
Which is like, let them do their plan. Stop. But it made really, really good money. So I don't see like a glitch in their plan. Like, they beat the box office for Monday and Tuesday of most tickets sold of all time.
Yeah, so I honestly think it's more like a bandwagon effect. Any press is good press. If it's bad, if it's good, they're still going to build.
Oh, exactly. People are always going to want to see the shit for themselves.
Yeah.
Which is like what I said before. The worst fans are also comic book fans. Like, they are terrible. They will rip apart every fucking part of a movie without actually enjoying it and be like, hey, we actually got a Suicide Squad movie. Who the fuck would ever guess we would ever get that movie ever? Seeing that they've only focused on Batman and Superman for the longest time.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, now they're...
those were the two main DC characters they focused on ever.
Oh, and that's the first all-cast villain superhero movie done ever. Like, that I can personally think of, that the villains were the main characters. Like... But,
so quit your bitching.
Yeah, quit your bitching. Just throw like a sound clip of Samuel Jackson in there.
Any money, the next movie that comes out in line of that universe is gonna be huge. It's gonna be great because you're gonna have they fucked it up so bad with Suicide Squad, quote unquote. What else can they do? And the next movie's gonna be insane. Everyone's gonna love it, and that's what happens.
That's what I'm hoping for. Like, I'm serious. I'm so sick and tired of hearing how bad these movies are. Then go watch them in theaters and walk home and be like, I really enjoyed that movie. What are people complaining about? And then I look at what they like. You pull up, I dare you, pull up some stuff that people say that's bad about that movie. I'll fucking debunk it. Like, it's dumb. It's like, oh, well, the Joker wasn't in that much. Was the movie called The Joker? No, it's called the fucking Suicide Squad. He was in the trailer. And yeah, they put in some parts in the trailer that may have not been in the actual movie.
That happens in a lot of movies.
That happens in so many movies. And there's actually a lawsuit going on right now. Someone is suing Suicide Squad because of the scenes in the movie that aren't... it is going to court. Apparently, it has been approved. They're going to court for it.
That's stupid.
Oh, yeah. And so, it's like, who the fuck cares? The Joker wasn't enough that... Honestly, you couldn't even get really opinion on him. Like, you didn't like him, you didn't hate him. It was just not enough to really do a judgment call. So far, I didn't mind him. I liked Jared Leto's... There's some scenes where I wasn't huge on him in, but...
You take it in stride. You take it with a grain of salt.
I'll take it when they release the Batman movie, which is going to probably be something like The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
They'll do The Killing Joke. I fucking promise you that. It's one of the best-selling comic books of all time. Or graphic novels. Whatever.
Do they have a short film of that that's animated?
They just finished it. It's...
I've seen it on Netflix.
Yeah, I actually watched it. The thing is, I don't care much for movies that I've already read the book to.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally...
Spoiler!
Yeah.
You know what happens.
Yeah. Other than the first 15 minutes of that movie, the rest is right from the book. Like word for word, which is... It's cool because you're never going to be disappointed, right? It's exactly what you expect it to be.
Yeah. Not trying anything new, not doing anything different. That's the thing, though. Look how many universes and existences and different storylines there are for each character.
Yeah, exactly. It's so hard to, like...
If you manipulate or change anyone, you're going to have good press. People love the changes you've made, and then bad press where you've shit on something sacred to somebody somewhere.
Exactly. And you look at Captain America. Steve Rogers was one of the... He's the first Captain America, but you know how many Captain Americas there have actually been? Several.
Yeah.
Like... Tons and tons and tons, and what they just did with the comic books right now with Captain America, that they took out, they killed off Captain America. They brought in the Falcon. What's his name? Do you remember his name?
No, but I know who he is.
Okay, they brought in the Falcon. I can't remember his name right now. And so he was Captain America, and then they decided to bring him back, Captain America issue 1, and then they decided to make him Hydra. They made him a Hydra agent. I actually picked up the issue because I wanted to read it, and so it ended up starting a bunch of controversy. Everybody fucking lost their shit about it. It was like just absolutely mayhem. People were like, my son hates Captain America right now. He ripped everything Captain America off the walls. He's gonna kill himself tonight, man. It was like,
you should have a long hard talk with your kid.
Yeah.
Kid sounds like I'm out of anger issues.
Yeah.
Fucking Captain America. Yeah, like it's I don't know. It's rude to say it's just a comic or it's just a video game or it's just a movie, but we've all had those instances where it's been much more than that to us.
Yeah, exactly. It's so much to our lives, and it's like, you know what? I understand that character like changing a superhero to a supervillain is huge, and no, like I don't 100% agree with it. But I do like to see twists in storylines. I love to see that.
I think
there's no way they're gonna keep Captain America villain forever.
No. That's the thing. It never lasts. Think of any movie, comic book, graphic novel, any video game, anything with a major twist in it that like changed the platform. They did it for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. Then they go back to the same stuff again.
You just have to deal with it for a little bit. Sucks.
Exactly. Just don't read that until it comes out. Like the new thing comes out next month, or they rebirth it in 2 years.
Yeah, experience something new for a short time and taste the waters.
Go to your nearest comic book shop. Pick up a Fantastic Four of like not that writer something earlier. I guarantee you've never read everything from Fantastic Four or Captain America. Pick up a different storyline. Read that.
Or say for example, with the Hydra thing, he goes, superhero turns supervillain. Then you're like, hey, that's actually a pretty interesting concept. Who else?
That's what I really enjoy. Like I understand the kid reading this is like, wow, my favorite superhero right now is a villain. Like, but the thing is, Falcon is now the Captain America.
Yeah.
So use that as like a platform as, that's Captain America right now. He's the symbol.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers isn't the symbol right now.
Exactly.
Make him the villain. Do a big like finale. Like doing Civil War, I just finished reading that not that long ago. They pitted heroes against heroes, and it was one of the best storylines I've ever read.
That's sick. Even the movie wasn't bad. I really
liked the movie. Yeah, I rewatched the movie again, and like I really enjoyed the movie. Not to everybody's extent of it's the best movie ever made, but it was a really good movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If I watched it, I can't complain about very much.
No, I watched it recently. I think it's good. It's funny. It's got maybe too much humor. That might be the biggest gripe I have.
I think that's actually one thing that.
And that was the same thing with the Avengers 2. It was really jokey.
Avengers 2 was just such. You had Ultron, but you didn't really make him hateable. He was funny. He was Tony Stark in a metal suit. It really wasn't like, I really want to see this bad guy go down. Or it's like he's gonna pick up a city and slam it down. It's like, how many times have you seen people destroy cities and whatnot?
Like a bad guy with. Again, Ultron, maybe it's because he's like synthetic life.
Yeah.
And it's different for him. But I'm thinking of like another big supervillain that you just hate. Every instance you see him, you're like, I just want this fucker down. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you want to see that villain. You're so excited to see that. You just want, like, the Joker, like Heath Ledger, every scene that he was in, he stole that scene. You're excited to see the next scene he was in.
Exactly.
It wasn't even really, if you really look at, like, Batman and the Joker in that movie, you would prefer to see Joker in a scene than Batman because he was just so good.
Every scene was on fire. Every minute he was on set, it was like, God damn, like.
And Margot Robbie does that in Suicide Squad. Every scene she's in, she is awesome in it. She like kills it as Harley Quinn. I don't understand where people are like, she's not a good Harley Quinn. It's like, no, what? What more Harley Quinn do you want? You want her actually fucking butchering people in the movie?
Yeah.
Like.
Kind of messed up.
Like, yeah, exactly. She's exactly what you expect. She's absolutely crazy, but then she's also got the soft side to her. Like she's like a
pure bipolar person.
Exactly.
Two sides to every coin.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got. Well, I thought Will Smith really stole the show. Like every time he was in it, there's even like the bar scene, which is in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not going to say very much about it, but they get into some deep stuff in that scene, and it's like one of the best scenes in that movie.
I gotta watch this movie.
Yeah, and El Diablo is like fucking awesome. That guy is amazing. The guy who plays him and like is like terrific, and just his parts. The thing is, you had Harley Quinn, Will Smith, Deadshot, and then you had El Diablo, and they all stole the show every scene.
That's good.
It's like, what more do you want? And then you have the Joker, who wasn't really much of a scene stealer, but he was. There's this one scene where he walks into like the back room at this restaurant, and they have this guy down, and like he just puts his hands on his shoulders, and it's like you kind of get like the chill down your spine, because like imagine having his hands on your shoulders, it's not ending well. It's fucking like it'd be creepy and just to see that. Chair broke, everybody. Chair broke.
And scene.
I wonder if the microphone's gonna catch that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's gonna break again soon. It's bending.
With your help, you can support our show, and we can potentially buy new chairs.
What's that song again? In the arms of the angel. Just help us support.
With every podcast you listen to, we're supported by Audible.com. So.
We get donations to get us some real chairs.
It's funny because I made sure to give you the chair the last time we sat down here so that I would get the chair for the podcast.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You planned ahead.
Yep.
I gotta watch out for you now.
Oh, you said
I get this notepad because what's gonna happen next time?
You just wait and see.
No notepad for you.
No notepad for you. Get the book next time.
Yeah. But what I say is, like, about Suicide Squad is stop fucking tearing these movies apart. Because when you tear these movies apart, what you're doing is, you're tearing us apart. Have you ever seen The Room? I just had to say that.
I think it's a really good practice to, like, do what you do. Go see it in theaters. Hold your opinions in. Or you know what? You can even do whatever you want to do.
I don't even... If I don't like a movie, like, I did not like Iron Man 3. I absolutely despise it. It may have been that I almost got into a fight with some guy in the theaters and I missed a big chunk of it because I was seeing red. Yeah. But
and not the red from Tony Stark's suit?
No. Absolutely not.
Well, you wouldn't have seen the red in his suit because he never wore the suit in the goddamn movie.
I know, right? It's like, I got this thing on my hand.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like, no, I didn't say anything about it. But if people ask me, I was like, no, I didn't really like the movie. Not like I would ever trash the franchise because the first one is one of the best.
Yeah.
Like, on a start-off point movies, it's amazing.
The third one's not, like, it's not terrible. Like, it's okay. It's bad in its own right.
I
for
did
being
not
an
like
Iron Man.
Yeah.
It's bad for being an Iron Man movie, per se, but it had really good character development for Tony, which is good. You need that.
Exactly. Especially Pepper Potts.
Yeah, going on the coattail of, like, the Avengers and, like, the big things they had.
It's kind of like, this is what happened after that movie, you know?
Yeah.
It's like...
It's a darker twist on something, right?
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite, but I'll never knock it and be like, no, because everybody that makes those movies puts such hard work into them, and it's like, no, you're not there. You don't see what these guys go through. Like, it's hard work. Have someone rip apart something that you believed in so much,
and then you wake up the next morning and work on your next project,
exactly,
knowing how the ridicule that you just went through for that.
Oh, it's like
really
you don't
shitty.
think the people that are making Justice League right now aren't thinking of like, fuck, man, I hope it goes better than the last.
Yeah,
like they made tons of movie off every one of the DC's made a lot of money off their movies lately, but like.
You're still
just getting reamed out all the time by their fans. It's like, that's heartbreaking. It's
really shitty. I'm interested to know what the fight was about in the movie theater. Did you just say like you hate the movie and some guy like called you out?
No, we were in the AVX. It just opened up, so I I accidentally kicked the guy's seat when I was leaning back. So he got a little mad, and he turned around there, and he looked, and I'm like, kind of like, sorry, dude, like, it was an accident. There's not that much fucking space here, man, especially when you're leaning back.
Yeah.
So I go to put my leg up on my other leg, and accidentally nick his chair again. This is like an hour. This is an hour later, okay? So what does he do again? Oh, he fucking forces his chair all the way back and squeezes my this was like a little bit after, and I put my feet back down, and he squeezes my feet together like all the way back, and like there's not, like I said, there's not that much room, so it's like he did it on purpose, and he started muttering something, so I fucking booted his chair, and I'm like, we can fucking go anytime, buddy. So I waited. I sat down when the movie was over and waited to see if this guy was gonna get up and we were gonna fucking go. I was like sitting there waiting. I'm like, let's fucking do this. Are you ready? He gets up, doesn't even look at me, just fucking beamlines it to the exit. And I was like,
that's right.
Fucking whatever, man. Like, I don't give a shit. But I was so fucking angry, and I was like, you ruined this fucking movie for me, even though I didn't like it to begin with. But like,
so we can go ahead on record and say that Mike's opinion of Iron Man is invalid.
It is.
It's completely invalid.
Maybe. I have not watched it since, so
yeah. I was really hot in the moment, and I was really Jean-Claude about it.
Oh,
hopefully, got the guy's clautograph.
Oh yeah, I was fucking ready.
That's really funny. I think that's good.
I think there's more to it, but it happened, like, when was that movie out? Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Oh, no, that was at least, it was like 2013, I think.
Yeah, so I don't remember all the details, but that's what I do remember of it.
I didn't keep it fresh. I don't like to bring back old wounds.
Yeah. Won't be the first, won't be the last.
Oh my god. I don't think the only time I've ever had an awkward experience in a movie, I was watching Transformers 2, and I was in the theater, and I was with somebody, and then the other person who was meeting us went to the, so they were showing it in two theaters,
Okay.
3D and non-3D.
Yeah.
Maybe it was even before 3D theaters. I think it was. Anyway, they were showing it in two theaters, and the person got lost in the other theater, so through texting, the person who was with me got up and left, went to go find the person, and I sat in T2 by myself for a solid, half hour while they tried to find each other.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like, where are you guys? What's taking so long?
Okay, T2, Transformers 2, it's not Terminator 2. People are gonna get it.
Was
It's not Train Spotting 2
I'm
either.
pretty sure it was Transformers and then the number 2, and then people called it T2. I'm almost positive.
I don't know about that.
I can find a promo picture with that on it somewhere.
I'm gonna say it.
Fan art.
I'm gonna say that was actually one of the worst Transformers ones
I
too.
don't even remember it.
Yeah, exactly.
I stopped watching. But they make 3?
They made 4. They've done 4 now.
Without the dinosaur one.
Oh yeah, 3.
Okay, it was.
I don't understand why they even fucking decided to can that. I liked the third movie. I thought the third movie was awesome.
Maybe they wanted to go in a new direction.
Maybe Shia LaBeouf lost his fucking marbles.
Shia LaBeouf.
That's the best freaking thing. At least that guy can take it like a champ. That's
He's on all fours, brandishing a knife, and he begins to pick up speed.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
He's coming right behind you.
Shia LaBeouf. Regular Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf.
You decapitated Shia LaBeouf. It's like, what
But
the-
he's not dead. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god.
Struggle for the X. Shia LaBeouf.
And when I watched Suicide Squad, there's a guy in the first row, and he pulled out his phone probably 5 times within 10 minutes. I was about to scream, "Put your fucking phone away,
Does it actually
or we're
bother
gonna
you?
have a problem." Yeah, it does bother me because it takes my eyes away from the film. It always bothered me because it shoots right into my eyes. So it's so. After the guy ended up going out and he ended up having a phone call there, so I was like, thank God. He didn't pick up his phone after that, and then I realized the guy was maybe 6 years old.
Yeah.
He's he almost got a 6-year-old ass kicked.
Or, other way around, you almost got your ass kicked by a 6-year-old.
Would not be the first time.
Would not be the last time. God damn. Coming to blows with the
I'll take my leggings.
God damn. That would just be embarrassing for you, but also kind of just cause you know what, I shouldn't have fought this older man.
Yeah, maybe. It was dark. I didn't see him.
He did his research and his working out when he was younger, and it paid off in his adult years.
Yeah. You look good, man. Fuck. You really had to punch me in the throat? You really had to hit me with your cane, dude? You shot me the fucking pan gun?
Mama says he's a pimp.
Mom says he's a pimp. Oh, God.
That's actually a good movie too. I haven't watched that in a while, but I really enjoyed that.
That movie, I think my favorite scene is when he turns out he finds out that he fucked his sister, and he's just that they have a huge fight in
Yeah.
the living room.
They're choking. I feel like that would be a thing that we would do, except I wouldn't have sex with your sister.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'm also.
I know some people that would. Never mind.
Would have sex with my sister. I'm an only child.
Not for now.
Not for long.
Okay, Brenda. We all know about her.
Oh my god! If I had an identical sister named Brenda, I feel like you'd have an identical sister named Michelle.
I feel like that would be one fucking ugly sister.
I actually seen a girl version of you once on a bus. She looked very much similar to you, but a girl. But she didn't look feminine. She looked like you with a dress, and I honestly thought it was you. I was like,
Okay. I don't know how to take that. Did she look good?
Well, she looked like you, so you look good as a guy.
Do I look good as a woman?
I don't know, man.
When you make up your mind,
She wasn't unattractive.
it's not gay.
It's not gay if you like it. Is it all right? Question of the day: is it weird to think your best friend is hot in drag?
Fuck yeah.
Leave your answer in the comments below.
Yeah.
All 3 of you.
Yeah, all 3 of you.
You, me, and our moms.
That'd be 4.
We have the same mom.
Oh, no. God, no.
Oh my god, I got literally sent a picture when it's like that meme, and I'm like, I literally just watched that episode today.
That was so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't even talk about it.
Why would he be here? He's in Costa Rica.
This is off of The Office we watched last night. Of
Season
Dwight's
5.
Perfect Crime.
Oh my god.
YouTube, Dwight Schrute's Perfect Crime. It makes perfect sense.
And if I ever have the money and or am a famous director or have any kind of budget,
That will become a full
I will
movie.
make that a full-length movie.
Oh, yeah. I don't trust her.
We should. I go to Canada. I like the cold.
Yeah. 30 years later, she sends like, well, how would she know where she is? That's what I'm like. She sends me a postcard. Is she still in Mexico?
I have a son. She never took another lover.
I don't care. Oh God. Okay, next topic.
For our short stories, we should definitely look into like doing our own versions of Dwight's Perfect Crime. I feel like that'd make for a pretty decent short story.
That'd be funny.
All right,
Okay.
so another big movie that came out that was pretty panned hard was the new Ghostbusters film.
Yeah, apparently they are not making another one. They had a really bad, like, I don't know the facts on this. This was something I read the other day. Not sure if it's real or not, but what is that they ended up taking like a $40 million loss on that movie.
That's insane.
That's insane. Yeah, and from I only watched half of it, so I can't give a full opinion. I can't say if I liked it, if I didn't like it. From what I watched, only a couple people I enjoyed their performances in.
With the $40 million loss, I feel like, do you think that's just like strictly box office, or like it's got to be, right? Because it wouldn't be in production because they
No, they frickin'... Did you see the commercials they had for that?
No.
I don't think you did, but they had Papa John's, they had Progressive, which is like an insurance company, and they had like 3 other ones, and it wasn't like, oh, go watch Ghostbusters. It was like they're in the full Ghostbuster suit, they're fighting ghosts, and then it's like full like Ghostbuster theme,
Wow.
everything. And they even brought out... I had a dream last night that I was going to pick up some high C frickin' Ghostbusters drink. My buddy from New Jersey, Paul Brown, he did like check it out. He did a video of it, and they're called comic trips. And he did a video, and it was he tried out all the Ghostbuster snacks that they came out with, like the Twinkies. They did the green like Slimer Twinkie.
Oh my goodness!
It's lime flavored. That sounds fucking gross.
No,
lime flavored.
It's that's like garbage scratch and sniff stickers.
Exactly.
Why would you make that? Who wants to scratch and sniff
And
garbage?
then they did the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Twinkies things.
What?
It's like a frosted Twinkie.
So the company who like owns Twinkie must have been like really into Ghostbusters. And were
I'm
like,
guessing so. And
so that could be a huge part of their losses too. They just paid for a bunch of like commercials and shit, and then
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm guessing. Like I'm guessing that. Well, they didn't. They got money for that, right?
I'm
like the
guessing.
company would pay them to
Yeah.
throw the ad in their commercial because it's such a big movie. I'm surprised it didn't do better. But from what I watched of it,
oh, the lead's broken now.
yeah, yeah. From what I watched of it, Chris Helmsworth was really funny.
And not just because he's handsome.
There's only 2 of the cast members that I really found comical. It wasn't Kristen Wiig, and it wasn't Melissa McCarthy.
I just think it's interesting that, like, you know, that's what we're just talking about, like, taking something and making it new and fresh, and it just gets shit on. Like, you know, like, it's not going to be the only Ghostbusters. You don't think in 10, 15 years they're going to come back with another Ghostbusters, they're going to make a new spin-off
Oh,
Ghostbusters?
yeah, exactly.
So just take it in stride. If it would have sold well, you would have got a nice trilogy, maybe even, like, 2 or 3 movies out of it. It would have been an enjoyable experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I felt like Leslie Rose did like a really good job, or Leslie Jones. She's like one of the Ghostbusters. She was pretty funny in it. For all the backlash she got for that movie, she was funny.
Yeah.
And so was the other one.
Were they going for more like of a comedic kind of spin to it? Was that what they were looking for? Like a...
Well, it is a comedy.
Yeah,
it is a
that's what
comedy. It's not a comedic spin on a comedy. It's just that the original 2 movies were fantastic movies. There's like, you can watch them today. They still hold up. It's like Jaws. They just don't get old.
Yeah.
Unless you watch it a bajillion times. Which I watched it once like 5 years ago, and then I watched both of them again to like
Are you talking about Ghostbusters or Jaws?
Ghostbusters. But I did watch Jaws recently. It was fantastic. But like the movies are like, you had like the top comedians at that time. You had Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Harold Ramis.
The whole team, the whole crew. You got them all. You got the funny guys.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't remember the other guy's name. It's Winston Zeddemore. That's his character's name, but I can't remember his actual name. But like, they were all funny in their own way. Like, they all had something different to bring, but they were so funny. And then you had Sigourney Weaver. You had what was his name? Rick Moranis was in it, and like, it's hard to compete with movies like that.
Yeah.
It's like remaking
Blockbuster hits.
Shawshank Redemption. It's, you remake Shawshank Redemption, you're in for a complete loss. Like, you're just gonna lose money.
You like Shawshank? Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, but the thing is, I don't enjoy it as much as everybody else enjoys it because it is like if you go on like IMDb, it's one of the most rated movies. Like it's one of the most top rated
Really?
movies of all time.
That's
Yeah.
actually really, I didn't know that. That's really interesting. I like that movie a lot.
I thought it was really good. I liked Family Guy's parody of it too.
Oh, very nice.
Very funny.
Nothing like a good little twist of humor to brighten up the days of the boys and
Exactly.
the girls. Honestly, okay. So obviously, I love Star Wars. You know that. You love Star Wars. Whatever.
Yeah.
I love the Family Guy Star Wars.
Do you know that he did not want to do the last two?
Yeah, I did know that actually.
They made him do that so that he can do. What movie was it? Was it Ted? It was Ted, or it was.
Oh, really?
They held contract to that. They're like, you either do these two movies and you get to do your own thing, or no. And so he was like, he didn't even want to do the last two. He did the first one, and he's like, I don't want to do these, and like they basically held him to it. So
that's really that's shitty in terms of an artist.
as long as it sucks when you're forced to do stuff that's like that you don't want to do, but when you're working with big industries like that, you have a smaller voice. Especially when you want to do something, like when you're asking for a favor.
Well, okay, think of it this way. Season 1 Family Guy, right? I mean, I don't know the team that worked on it, but pretty much Seth MacFarlane, I would assume, was the main writer, did a lot of the main jokes. Like, he spearheaded almost all that. You look at Season 12 and 13, which I'm assuming they're at now, it's a board of writers. It's, he probably he probably has some input, but they already have...
But he's working on how many shows right now?
Yeah.
He was doing the Cleveland Show. He's doing American Dad. He's doing like Family Guy. And it's like he doesn't have time to write every episode of every show.
No.
Out of all of them, I think American Dad's the best. I love that
Dad.
show. It is so funny. I haven't watched much of Family Guy lately. Every time I do watch it, I get still a couple laughs, but I kind of grew out of that humor. I believe. Like, it's not as funny as it was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Or Family Guy or American Dad.
The only show that I find that can hold it, like, still make me laugh to this day, South Park.
Oh my god! You know, Bill Hader's actually is one of the writers of that show.
Is he actually?
He actually is.
That's fantastic.
I was watching the behind the scenes, and he's one of the writers, and I was like, this makes so much sense. And he does tons of voices on the show too, because he's kind of a voice actor. He does like tons of different voices.
Oh my god, I love voice acting. It's so like.
I wish I could be a voice actor. That'd be so cool.
That's honestly one of my like dream professions, is to be a voice actor.
That would be insane.
Well,
It'd just be funny going to like the drive-thru and doing voices of people, right?
Yeah,
like
we could do that. I feel like we could be voice actors if we made like our own.
If you actually tried, like I can't do very many good voices.
It's not even really about like doing accents. I find it's about like developing characters. Like for example, the guy who does Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
that's the same guy.
Oh really?
He does both their voices.
That's crazy.
He does like in like the first seasons and first episodes. He does like the back and forth like. It's hilarious.
Oh wow, that's actually. Does he film it like he's talking one, talking the other, or does he shoot the Rick and then he does it Morty?
I don't know how they do it now. That
I feel like they'd
really
have to do it like that.
They do it separately now, I think. But back before, it was literally him just going in between, to my understanding, between the two characters.
That would be so hard to do.
It's hilarious.
Oh yeah,
but that's what I mean.
They're on season. Oh, sorry. They're on season 3 right now, right?
They haven't released it yet, but they're making it. It's supposed to come out late 2016.
Oh, okay, that show's absolutely hilarious. Show me what you got.
It's funny because like almost a lot of people that I know and work with have never watched the show, and I'm like, oh,
it's because it's on Adult Swim, and no one knows what that is.
If you watched, like, I
still don't know what Adult Swim is.
Neither do I. That's what I say to people. Like, if you watch Rick and Morty, you love Rick and Morty.
Exactly, it's one of the best cartoons. I'm surprised that not a big company has picked it up yet.
Yeah.
Like you'd think some big like Comedy Central or Much Music or Teletoon. Teletoon definitely. I feel like that is a show for Teletoon late night.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I was gonna say not like during the
no,
hours.
like with Archer and whatnot.
Yeah. Archer's Teletoon. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought Archer was FX.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was like pretty sure that was on Teletoon.
It could be. I don't know. I don't have cable. But from when I watch it, it says FX on it.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Then maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Could be. It's all Archer.
Fighting on the table, Shia LaBeouf.
Ruining on my podcast.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Fuck, that's classy. That's so good.
I like how we always get off topic with everything.
That's why when I said we were going to do, like, when we do our creative writing podcast, we
are
plan
super
for a
off
5-minute story each is going to evolve into like 30 to 45 minute segments per story.
Oh yeah, you're in for 3 people. We're doing wizards and goblins.
Wizards and goblins. That's going to be our
It's going to be
podcast.
absolutely fucking ridiculously stupid. Get
Like,
ready for that.
I have a really hard time writing creatively.
I have a trouble writing comedy because I need some input as in like, is it funny? Like, as a writer, you're really hard on yourself.
I guess this is best saved for the writing podcast, though. If we talk about this now, we're not going to have anything to talk about later.
Yeah, exactly, true.
So, in the realm of all things that is electronically displayed gamings, that was a really weird way of putting video games. Gaming.
You guys like gaming?
Sir Michael over here, for the first time, tried Rocket League quite recently, and I think he is really good at it, and it's really upsetting me.
Yeah, because you keep losing. Sorry, you're a big loser, and you're born a loser.
I am. I'm from a family of losers. McLosington is actually my last name.
Yeah, that's actually my family crest.
It's just a big L surrounded by a bunch of sad faces on a very nice, pristine shield.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Well, very regal.
Yeah, it's just like... Oh, God.
It's really sad, but
it makes sense.
It's regal.
Yeah, Rocket League's a good game. That's about it. No, that's really fun.
Hitting the ball is almost impossible.
Oh my god, every time you put it in fucking reverse, it's like, okay, yeah, you're about halfway down the court now. Is it a court? Field? Whatever.
I would, yeah.
You can actually choose a basketball court, though.
Yeah.
So, I'm right.
I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're small. Watched that movie last night with
what was that?
Matilda.
Matilda?
Yeah, with Miss Trunchbull.
Like Matilda, like the old Matilda?
Like
the kids movie, Matilda. Yeah. I've never seen Matilda.
Yes, you have.
No, I've never seen it, thank God.
Are you serious?
I've never seen Matilda.
It's a really good movie. You owe it to yourself.
I watched the new Annie.
Was it good?
It was terrible. There's a reason why no one went to see it. Kelsey made me watch it.
I seen the old one, like, when I was younger.
It was like the worst movie ever. Nah, I can't do that. I'm sorry, everybody. It's not the worst movie ever. It's just exactly what you'd expect out of the Annie movie. It's just a chalk up of the old movie.
What do you think the worst movie ever is? A close contender. Okay, you know what? Here's a better list. Give me 5 of the worst movies you've ever seen.
5 of the worst movies I've ever seen.
That way you don't have to, like, pick one to be the worst.
Okay. It's so hard because there's so many good movies, so many bad movies. Like, Green Lantern's on one of my lists of the movies I will never watch again.
With Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, like, it's such a bad movie. Special effects-wise, it wasn't bad, but story-wise and villains...
Do you think it was just like that you...
I found it was bad writing. That's what it came down to. The entire movie. Nothing other shorter than that. It was just bad writing.
Yeah.
It's not Ryan Reynolds' fault. Obviously, it's proven because he just did Deadpool and it made stupid amounts of money.
And that was a good movie.
You know what? I did not like Deadpool. I like Deadpool, but I would believe it was way too hyped. It's like I watched Deadpool, and then I watched Suicide Squad, and it's like the reviews for Suicide Squad are shit. Reviews for like Deadpool was amazing. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Deadpool's not like a critically, like, in my opinion, it's not like some kind of critically acclaimed, like,
yeah, but they're in the same
Hail Mary.
Yeah,
but it's like it's
a good movie.
Yeah,
but if you really chalk it up to like it's a damsel in distress movie, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what?
It works because it sells.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, yeah, it was funny, and it had like the doctor in the movie had 2 steel metal axes, and it's like, huh? He just pulls out 2 metal axes, and it's just like that's what he fights with. He's a doctor who fights with axes. Dr. Axe.
Bravo.
He's like, guess what I spray on myself? Axe.
That could have been a good commercial.
That would be a good commercial, Dr. Axe.
Chopping up the competition.
Other really bad movies, I always like turn to horror movies that some are just so fucking brutal. It's just like, but I'm trying to think of like really bad horror movies I've seen lately, and I just haven't seen any. Like, I watched the new Chucky and I digged it. And
when was the new Chucky?
The new Chucky was called Curse of Chucky, and it came out I think 2014, 2015. The ending of it's fucking horrible. They completely changed the entire storyline of him. Like Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, cover your ears because I'm about to drop this shit. What happens is he kidnaps this lady, Charles Lee Ray, and he sleeps with her, and he ties her up, and he like has sex with her and gets her pregnant. And then the cops find out, and he runs down the street by himself, not with a partner, which he has a partner in the first movie, and he's called the North Shore Strangler. but he's not strangling anybody. So he's by himself running down the road, and then it cuts to like, boom, the start of Child's Play, and it's like, no, the getaway vehicle like took off, and he was with somebody. It was like a heist. He wasn't trying to like. It was like that. He was in love with this woman. He was trying to have a family and all. It was just really dumb. I was like, you changed the killer from being like really cool to being just stupid. It's like changing fucking Freddy Krueger from a child murderer to a pedophile. It's like, you know what?
That's a weird twist.
You ruin that character when you do that. Like, no one, like, child killer, it's like, yeah, it's terrible, but it's a movie. You go to child pedophile, it's just like so dark.
Bring
it's like
any movie there. Oh, that's a dark place.
That's a dark fucking place.
Yeah.
It's just like, I understand that you do some twists, but don't put it there. Like, I don't. It's just disgusting and unnecessary when you come into that. It's like child murdering. It's like murders TV show. It's like, yeah, we get it. When children were getting like it's just I just don't like it.
That's
like,
unnecessary.
It makes me like, because I love Freddy Krueger. I love the Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger and those movies. Those are some of my favorite horror movies of all time. You change it to that, it's like no one wants to see multiple movies of that guy anymore.
Nope.
Especially when it's just like, okay, in the movies he wasn't going after kids anymore. He was going after teenagers, right? So.
Still, you know.
Exactly, like, it's just, I don't know, is that necessary to change a character's thing like that? Like, it was just stupid. But, back on the 5 worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
really
I wanted to watch the Blair Witch Project the other night again.
You've never seen it? Or you?
I've seen it a long time ago, but I remember it being like, all they're doing is running in the bush, shaking the camera. And it's like, if I sit through an hour and a half of that, I don't want to sit through an hour and a half of that. But I'll probably check it out before I go to Fan Expo this year in Toronto, because the whole cast is going to be there.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I was going to get Mark Hamill's autograph. Did I tell you how much it was?
200 bones.
$200, man. Like, I know what? He's Luke Skywalker. He's the Joker. I understand that he plays 2 massive roles, but $200.
No.
Is that, like, I know Arnold and Stallone's, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone's autograph is roughly close to $500.
Actually.
And it's like, you know what? You guys make so much money. These are fans that just want to talk to you for like a split second. Like,
yeah.
I don't go to very many photo ops because I rather an autograph, because you get to talk to the person. Like last year, I talked to Kane Hodder, who played Jason for 4 Jason movies. Awesome guy. I talked to Mads Mikkelsen, who played Hannibal in the TV series Hannibal that just got they just took it off the air. They canceled the show after season 3. Wasn't a huge fan of season 3, but the first 2 seasons absolutely amazing.
I watched it. I've watched some of it. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, and he was one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Yeah,
like he was
really liked his fans.
We had like a man in a wheelchair in front of us, and he leaned over and he was holding the guy's hand, and he was like, "Please get better soon." And he was like talking to him, and it was like just so genuine. It was just like, I've never seen anybody like an actor be that humble and just be like so genuine with a person.
Yeah.
Like I've talked to Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl on The Walking Dead, and he honestly didn't look like he gave 2 shits to talk to me.
Really?
And it's like, man, I just gave you some money. At least look at me, like look me in the eyes and have like a split second of conversation with me. Yeah. I was like, it was my first convention, so I was a little nervous to talk to people. So I'm like, oh wow, it's really crazy here, huh? And he kept writing. He's like, mm-hmm. And I was just like, how disrespectful is that? Just like talk to me. I understand you talk to people all day, but that's where you're getting paid $60 for a minute. Like seriously. Like,
oh, so that's kind of how it works. You pay $60, you get a minute of their time.
Not really, but it depends on how long they want to talk to you. It could be like 5 seconds. Sign it. Here you go.
When I went to a book signing. I don't know if you know who Neil Gaiman is.
I've heard of him.
Okay, so I went to a book signing. It was he was the author, obviously, many books. So you can bring in 2 books with you. And I got them signed. So we're all up in line. We're waiting to get our books signed or whatever. So my old roommate at the time.
Which books did you get signed?
Anansi Boys and what was the other one? Something Gods. I don't remember what it is. It's The New Gods or something. Anyway.
Okay.
So I'm getting my books. My roommate's getting his book signed, and he goes to like shake his hand, but like drops his pencil. or whatever, and then he like moves on, and I know the guy in front of me is my roommate, so I go to Neil Gaiman, I shake his hand, I'm like, that guy, right? And he laughs like with me, and he's like, some people just get real nervous, like his like British accent,
so funny.
and then Nick looks back at me, he's like, oh, you're such a dick. And then like
That's
he
so
like
funny.
signs my book and like puts like a little heart in it, and was like, oh, that's really nice of you.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, when I met like 4 people from the Walking Dead class. Well, actually, I only met 3. My brother got Michael Rooker's autograph. He played Merle. That was Daryl's brother, but he was, from what my brother told me, he was really nice, very talkative. And then I met, I think her name was Lori Holder. She played Andrea in the show.
Andrea, was that his wife?
That was the blonde-haired girl who like Dale protected for season 2 until he died. And
she died?
No, he died, and then she kind of went like all stupid.
Daryl didn't die?
No, Dale.
Oh,
yeah, Dale. He was like the guy in the RV.
Yeah, I remember. He got ripped up.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
That was probably my favorite death in the whole show.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite deaths probably...
Oh, spoilers.
Oh,
Jesus
God, I can't even
Christ.
think of it right now.
Just talking about who's dying, who's not dying,
Yeah.
just willy-nilly.
Whatever, Herschel, but Herschel was like 2 seasons ago, so get the fuck on it.
Didn't they like cut his head off?
Yeah, they cut his head off.
Yeah, that's nasty.
It's brutal. So, yeah, I'll get back on the topic of Lori Holder. She honestly wouldn't even look at me.
Really?
She talked to everybody around me except for me, and I was standing right in front of her.
Why?
Apparently, she was ignoring all men. All the guys she wouldn't talk to. She would talk to girls, and I was like, "That doesn't. What? Like that doesn't make any sense. Why are you ignoring me? What have I done to you? What has the whole male population done to you?"
God damn.
So I was so upset with like talking to her. I was like, "Oh my god, you couldn't be more rude than that."
So who's the third person's autograph you got?
Glenn.
Oh, you got Glenn's autograph?
I met what's his name? Steven Yen.
That's awesome.
He was such a nice guy.
He just seems like such a nice guy.
He is. Like, we talked a bit, and he was just like, oh my god, like, what's going on? And he was just, like, so excited to see me. He's like, why are you here? Blah, 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 like, chatting it up with me, and then I was just like, I talked to him a bit, and he was just so humble, and it was like he was surprised that people wanted his autograph. It must have been one of his first conventions or something, which it doesn't make any sense, but...
Like, you're so cool!
He was just so excited. He was such a nice guy. It was just, like, that's what is so, like, when I met Kane Hodder, he was one of the big reasons I wanted to go, because it was Jason Voorhees, man. Like, it's Jason. Like, I know he's not the original Jason. The original Jason's going to be there this year. He wants, I think... $40 or $50 for his autograph. And he's the one that jumps out of the water at the end of the first one.
That's so reasonable. Like,
I don't find that's reasonable because he was in 3 seconds of the movie.
Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah.
But it was like, I told him, I was like, yeah. He's like, why are you here? I'm like, one of the main reasons is I want to see you. He's like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, way, man. Like, you're awesome. And then
You're awesome. Get out of here.
I talked to him. He was just such a dad. He was like, yeah, I got 2 kids. One's in school, stuff like that. And it's like, you're so cool.
Do you want to be my dad?
And apparently he knows someone from Sudbury.
Really?
He's like, yeah, I know someone from there. I'm like, wow. And so then, who else did I meet? Kelsey met Tara Strong, who does the voice for Harley Quinn in the video games.
That's cool.
And apparently she was doing the voice and stuff like
Really?
that.
If I was a voice actor, I would totally do the voice all the time. See, that's the thing. Like, you see people at like conventions. Like, typically it's like Star Trek or like Star Wars, and they're just so jaded. And they don't care. And they have like
They've done it so many
They have like
times,
one
yeah.
catchphrase that everyone wants to hear. Then they like say it like begrudgingly. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm not jaded yet in my life for that
Remember
kind
the
of thing.
catchphrase off Galaxy Quest?
That's what I was. That's
That's
exactly what I was
thinking,
thinking of.
I gotta search that up right now. I don't remember it.
It's something hammer. It's something about a hammer.
But yeah, like, when Kelsey went up to her, Kelsey wanted to get something signed from Little Mermaid 2 because she loves Little Mermaid 2.
Yeah. The girl who like voices Ariel, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. That's who she. Well, no, she didn't voice Ariel. She voiced Ariel's daughter.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. But like, so Kelsey went up to her and she sang one of the songs to her.
What?
Yeah,
That's so sweet.
I know. Kelsey was like so dumbstruck. She came up to me. She's like, because I didn't wait in line. I was like, I'm not waiting in line. I'm like, I'm gonna go like walk around and check out.
Anything else?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go check out something else. And so she comes back. She's so happy, and she got 2 autographs from her. The girl's like, don't. Like, Tara Strong's like, don't tell her, because Kelsey's like, which one do you want to sign? And she's like, signed both of them. And like,
Wow.
for the price of one, like, if you want 2 things signed, you pay double the price.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh my god, that's so nice of her. Like, what a nice lady. What a nice lady.
my baskets.
Yeah.
So what's the catchphrase?
By Garth Barr's Hammer.
I knew it was something with a hammer.
That was Alan Rickman's quote.
Yeah.
And then there's like, I'm trying to figure out their one. Wasn't there another one?
Not that I'm aware of. I only remember the one.
Yeah, never give up, never surrender.
That's what it was. I just know there was his, and he was like always begrudgingly saying it. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like these people, and I've talked to people who have said that, like, you know what? Like the artists don't owe the fans anything, and like
It's like you, the artists, owe the fans everything. If there was no fans, there'd be nothing rolling in for you. You'd be
broke and
doing nothing.
Yeah.
You'd be doing a minimum wage job. So you owe everything to your fans.
That's what I mean. And you know, I understand some people who say like the artist, like I said, that doesn't know you anything. Like you choose to listen to this, you don't have to listen to this. And like I understand your opinion, that's fine. But to me, in my opinion, is
a dickhead opinion.
Exactly. You, at best, if you have a ton of fans or a ton of people who are interested in something that you, as a creator,
if you don't want to be famous, then yeah, like you don't know your fans shit. You just do this stuff for yourself, right?
Yeah.
But
at the same time, though, like how could you look at all those smiling faces that just got there to see you?
Yeah, exactly, and just be a dick to them. It's like that person's just so happy to see you. Like they watch you on a screen and you're larger than life, or they hear your music and it's like it speaks to them on a way that like we were in high school. Like the music we listened to like basically summed up our high school experience.
Exactly. It was so
it's a part
rewarding.
of yeah, exactly. It was part of how we grew up.
When I went to go see City and Colour and you were also in the audience, I lost my mind. I was like, as if Mike is here. Like I was,
oh my god, that was he was so awesome too. Like apparently he's a really nice guy. But apparently, was it you that said everybody out there hates him? And where is it?
Oh, St. Catharines.
St. Catharines. Everybody hates him there.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. And you know what? That's fine. Like, I understand. Like, you have bad times, you have good times. And,
like, I don't know. Like,
but that was a good show. That was a really
It was
good
a great show. I really enjoyed it. It's nice to sit down and just listen to music. I know it's like you could do that on a CD, but listen to live music's totally different.
Yeah.
You actually get to feel the energy of the building.
Exactly. Even their opening band was pretty good too.
Like when I went and seen UFC 189 or 198, when I stepped in that building, you actually felt the energy of the building. It was like, it was just something unreal.
Yeah.
It was like you knew shit was going down.
Everybody's here for the same reason.
Exactly. And
they want to see two grown men punch the shit out of each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I would go to Cosmic Dave's, like the record store, Vinyl Emporium, he'd do shows in the basement, and those were some of my favorite concerts I've ever been to.
Yeah,
I loved it. I still think like they're just great. They're so personal. It was maybe 50 seats.
Yeah,
and you're 4 feet away from the person.
Yeah,
and you get to talk to them before and after the show.
That's awesome.
And everybody's like most of the people were like the people were really nice. Some of them could be some jerks there, but most of the people that I met at the concerts were very nice. But this chair keeps breaking people. God,
buy us a new chair.
But like I said, when my comic book comes out, Hell's Diner, which hopefully will be we're in the making of it right now, so it should be coming out next year. If I have people come up to me or message me, I will message them back. I'll be grateful that you purchase it.
I'd be grateful that you even took the time out of you gave me
to
time.
Message me. Yeah, exactly. It's like I message artists all the time to talk to them. Half the time they don't message back. They could care less.
And that's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, they have a busy schedule. I'm not putting it towards them, but I'm just saying you know what? Depends on how many messages you're getting. Like I'm not saying hey, I message let's say Robert Downey Jr. Why doesn't he get back to me?
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is super fucking busy.
You don't make requests on Junior's time.
Yeah.
Junior makes requests for your time.
But I would try to get back to everybody that
or even
depending on your fan base, right? If you've got a fan base of millions of people, or even 500,000 or even 100,000, there's no way you're getting back to everybody. But then you see on Facebook, they do reply to some people.
That's what I was going to say. There's so many ways to do it. Start a YouTube channel and just sit down and answer questions. And
exactly.
Anything. That's honestly what I would do.
You know Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
You know the director? I don't know if you know who it is.
Nope.
James Gunn.
Nope.
He, I have him on Facebook, and he's posted up stuff, and he replies to stuff. he replies to people's messages all the time.
That's so great.
I know, it's just like he's making Guardians of the Galaxy 2 right now.
Yeah.
He's posting pictures of the set and he's talking to fans. It's like it's amazing.
That's beautiful. That's
Like-
that's the exact kind of person I want to be. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Like you just want
that's
to
the kind of person I am.
It's the type of person that you just want to pass it, like pay it forward to like the people that are gonna pay to watch your movie,
Yeah.
right?
Take the time out of their day to
Like I heard.
At the same time, you are getting something out of it. You're getting an experience, but you're also usually, in most cases of any form of art, you're exchanging it for some form of monetary value.
Yeah.
and that's fine. And and if that's all it strictly is, if you believe it's just a transaction of your money and their time, that's fine. But it's also my time and your time. Let's share it together.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Very simple.
don't be rude. Like what's the point? Really? Like I understand people have bad days. No,
Oh.
everybody has bad days.
But you don't have bad days,
you're
bad
going to a
months.
convention and you're going to meet people.
Yeah.
Like you're going to meet
Don't
fans.
go to a convention if you're not wanting to meet people.
Some of these people are like by contract they have to go to conventions.
Do they actually?
They have to do. Some people have to do. I know Marvel people have to do at least 2 conventions a year. So they usually do San Diego Comic-Con,
Yeah. I feel like
and
that's
they'll
it.
do probably another one in the States. Not Fan Expo doesn't get anybody really from like the big Marvel movies, or any really big DC like the big like we got this year is the Daredevil cast, which is pretty big. Like you got Charlie Cox, John Berthal, and the guy, I can't remember his name, but I love him. The guy who plays Foggy Nelson. I've loved him since he played in like Mighty Ducks. Feel bad that I don't know his name.
Emilio Estevez.
And he tipped his hat like
this. The Mighty Ducks guy. Oh man. Well, that's been about an hour and a little bit. I think that should about wrap up our show for today.
I think so. All right, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
To Pod Faction.
And as always, back.
Back.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Was that a tall guy and there's the little guy and they're magicians?
Thanks for being specific about it.
One's like really big and the other one doesn't talk and he's little. He's really tiny little guy.
What is this on?
They're just magicians.
From what?
From life, asshole.
Like the guys with the tiger?
No, that's fucking Siegfried and Roy.